Have you ever had a dodgy neighbour? My unit complex seems to be overrun by them. The guy diagonally opposite is a total recluse. I don't know his name, I don't know what he does for a living, I don't really even know what he looks like. Until a few weeks ago, Osama bin Laden could have been living in that apartment and I'd have been none the wiser. So he's okay. The guy next to him, opposite me, is a whole new kettle of fish. He's about 70 and a very sweet man, but a little too social for my liking. Now for an old guy, he must have a keen sense of hearing and some quick feet, because every day without fail, he's in the driveway to greet me before I've even had time to put the handbrake on. Seriously, I'd see him in my rearview mirror and feel like the victim in some geriatric slasher film. I'd take my time fumbling with things in the car, just hoping that he'd go away, or try and sneak past without making eye contact. But every time, without fail, I'd hear, "G'day, g'day," and be forced to partake in small talk about his various aches and pains. He disappeared not long ago, and I thought that maybe he'd gone on to greener pastures. And one day, I confidently stepped out of my car and "G'day, g'day." Turns out he'd just had a hip replacement and spent the next 3 weeks hobbling up and down the driveway as part of his rehab, or sitting outside his front door, watching mine. The clown on the left of me also likes to sit outside his front door, but he has a fat-ass station wagon that's hard to get my car past, so I don't really see him that much. And when I do see him, I can pretend that I don't. Unfortunately, he's about 3 cigarettes away from singeing his lungs to smithereens, and the smoker's cough he has won't let anybody forget that fact. I'm not a smoker. I tried it once when I was about 13 to impress the cool kids. Then I realised that I would never be cool, and I wasn't about to sign up for emphysema unless it guaranteed me a spot in the in crowd. So you can imagine that anytime secondhand smoke wafts into my kitchen in the morning, I label the responsible neighbour in the "from hell" column pretty damn quickly. The fact that his smoke alarm goes off every 2 to 3 days only solidifies that position. The jokers on the right are also going to get an honourable mention as neighbours from hell, because they're running what I can only conclude is a 24-hour laundromat. Seriously, I've heard their washing machine going at 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night and at 6:30 in the morning. Now this I wouldn't mind so much if it weren't for the fact that I don't have a washing machine myself, so I have to alternate between taking 5 or 6 loads at a time to the laundromat, or washing everything I have by hand. I'm not saying I'm the perfect neighbour. I do midnight Macca's runs, I never check my letterbox, and I throw wild parties every weekend. If you call wild, me, a bottle of Gatorade, and a Tom Jones playlist.
You can give it to me when I need to come along.